Every thought and feeling is like an individual organism, and हर एक organism की तरह इन thoughts and feelings की भी जीने की चाह है, meaning they have a will to live. So the more you try to suppress them, the more they fight back. And you can experience their fight in the various symptoms of anxiety such as sleeplessness, lack of motivation, shivering, sweating, feeling hot, suffocation, and that familiar but vague feeling of fear. Apart from the will to live, these thoughts and feelings also have a purpose in their life. तो जो थॉट्स आपके हिसाब से नेगेटिव है उन थॉट्स का भी एक पर्पस है एंड ये पर्पस कभी आपको हर्ट करना हो ही नहीं सकता. These thoughts that give you anxiety want to protect you from further disappointments, failures, hurt and even physical harm. तो फिर एंग्जाइटी तो बहुत अच्छी चीज़ है, हम सबको एंग्शियस रहना चाहिए. Well, yes and no. Anxiety is important to keep you motivated, care about things, and stay cautious whenever necessary. And in that way, it is integral for your well-being. However, जब आप हर वक्त बेचैन रहते हो, it becomes too risky to come out of that comfort zone and actually grow in life. And this is the reason why you shouldn't want to get rid of anxiety, but rather be free from the control it has over your growth. When you're anxious, the body releases many hormones and neurotransmitters that prepare you for an upcoming challenge. And as a result of these neurotransmitters, there are various changes in the body that make the experience of anxiety way worse than it needs to be. So instead of just overthinking, anxiety becomes dizziness, suffocation, hot flashes, shivering, sleeplessness, and so much more. Interestingly, there's not much difference between anxiety and excitement in the body. They both feel very much the same, but your brain thinks that excitement is good, but anxiety is bad. And that thought changes how you perceive the sensations of your body. Based on this idea, excitement and anxiety are basically the same in the body. And using this premise, I've come up with a very counterintuitive way to overcome the fear of anxiety. So, if you want to be free from anxiety, the first step is literally to invite it in. And as you do this, label it as an opportunity that's exciting instead of, oh no, if I let it in, mera mood kharab ho jayega. You think, well, finally, I can practice how to get over this feeling. Now think of the worst case scenarios. Your biggest fears, smallest fears, and the thoughts that keep you awake at 4 a.m., all of that is allowed. And no, you're not going to manifest this into your life. Maybe you think that this anxiety is going to ruin your relationships, it's going to make you uncomfortable in your body, and it's going to make sure that you never ever enjoy a single thing in your life. जो भी है, just think about it realistically and never in an endless spiral, but on a 15-minute timer. The next step is to actually agree with these negative thoughts. You can say something like, maybe, just maybe, some of these things can actually happen. This might sting, you might try, and you might think that मेरी life खत्म हो गई अब. But then we follow it up with the promise, the affirmation that's going to keep you going. The affirmation sounds something like, no matter what, I will be okay and I will take care of myself. And with or without this anxiety, my life goes on. Now, this affirmation is not really positive, it's just realistic. For weeks, maybe you will still have that fear inside of you where you feel like my life is over. In the beginning, it will feel like you're faking it, but slowly a small part of you actually starts to accept this affirmation, and that's where freedom begins. अब जब एंग्जाइटी को घर बुला ही लिया है तो इग्नोर थोड़ी कर सकते हैं. This is a time when you start to acknowledge the anxiety. Whenever the symptoms show up, tightness in your chest, increased heart rate, sweating, suffocation, whatever it is, instead of distracting yourself, you start to lean into it. शुरू में थोड़ी ओवर एक्टिंग करनी पड़ेगी and you'll have to act as if you actually enjoy the presence of anxiety, but inside you're shaking and that's fine. So how do you lean into it? Say you get a racing heart. Observe it. Where do you feel it the most? Does it move around or is it just around your chest? Now try something weird. Ask your body to actually make the symptom worse. Ask your heart to go even faster and your breathing to become even tougher. Chances are nothing will happen because these feelings are out of your control and you can't possibly make them worse. Even if you can, you are still safe. So every time a wave of anxiety hits, you treat it as a new practice session. Observe it, try to intensify it, then notice whether it leaves or stays. पहले कुछ अटेम्प्ट स्कैरी लग सकते हैं, फिर यू गेट यूज्ड टू द सिम्टम्स एंड धीरे धीरे उनका शॉक वैल्यू खत्म हो जाता है. Eventually, you stop obsessing over every little sensation because it gets predictable. Even after you've tried to intensify the symptom, as you observe it, there will come a time when it will actually stop. There's no symptom of anxiety that can stay forever. So, no matter for how long you have to concentrate on that one symptom, it is going to go away. Now, when you have a guest, you have to show some hospitality. So, how do you show hospitality to thoughts? You do it through self regulation. This will include realistic affirmations, breathing exercises, journaling, meditation, and even watching something positive on YouTube. And do all of these elaborate arrangements with a lot of love because the goal is to quietly steal the power from anxiety without letting it know. Because anxiety is very dumb, it has no idea that you're training your mind to stop fearing it. And every time you use this method, you're basically telling your anxiety, "Thank you for visiting, I see you, I respect that you exist, but you do not get to run my house." Slowly, the anxiety stops barging in like a villain and shows up like a harmless guest who knows their place. And that's when you truly become free.